Hey, this is Mike on the Mike Fixed It YouTube channel. I am joined today by the lovely Sarah Fixed It. Say hi to everybody, Sarah.
Hi, everybody.
I have asked Sarah to come along for this ride because I want to find out what a female looks for in a sports car. Now, the other reason I asked her along is because we're going to go out and get some water ices too, because it turned into a beautiful warm day. And what is better than water ice on a hot summer day? So Sarah, you have had experience driving quite a few sports cars, haven't you? You have been an owner of an early Mazda RX-7.
Yes.
You have driven a sporty Jaguar.
Yes.
You have driven a Pantera.
Yes.
What other exotics have you driven?
Stuff.
Oh, I know one. You've driven my BMW 325 IS.
Oh yeah, that was really exciting.
You know, she always said that she didn't like that car, but I saw the grin on her face when she was at the wheel. You recently came for the test drive of the 2018 Mustang, and you liked it.
I did like it.
I was very happy that you liked it because I was excited about it, but honestly, I wouldn't have gotten it if you didn't like it. It's important to me that you like the car as well.
I liked it more than I thought I was going to like it.
And that's good. What do you think, what advice would you give to car manufacturers if they are trying to attract the female audience to the sports car market?
Wow. That's a loaded question.
It's a big question.
I don't know that it's male or female. I think a car that is responsive, feels like a second skin. Like when you move, it moves. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. Like it should feel like an extension of your body.
Yes.
So I think that the Mustang did that for me. Even though I'm a tiny girl, it felt like a second skin. Like when I moved into a turn, it moved very responsively like I would with my own body. Like it just felt really good. So I think, you know, whether you're male or female, you want something that responds the way that you want it to respond. There's lots of vehicles I've driven where you try to stop it and it takes forever to stop even though you've told it to stop, like the Capri. So that's really important, is that it does what you intended it to do. So and I think the Mustang does that really well.
I think it's a two-way communication. Would you say that it responds to you and you respond to it?
Yes, absolutely. Because if it's doing something, you respond to that accordingly as well. It's a mutual kind of thing.
Yeah, I've heard comments about some supercars that they've become so automated with the automatic transmissions and everything being computer driven that basically you're just pointing and steering.
I don't think I would like that because it's not interactive. You're not feeling it. You're not interacting with it. It's not making the sounds that you know to shift or you know to do certain things because of the way that it sounds. And I just think having more control over it is important.
Good points. Good points. Let's play the optometrist game. Let's play A or B.
Uh-oh.
Okay? Power or handling?
Handling.
Interesting.
Didn't even need to think about that one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather do a course that's crazy, windy, curvy, and fun than just straight away going 200 miles an hour. To me, that's like, yeah, all right, I pushed a pedal.
Okay. Yeah.
That's just me personally.
Good answer. Good answer. Speed off the line or speed in the backstretch?
Speed off the line right away. I mean, I want power at the end, but I want to be first off the line generally. It depends on the car I'm racing, but I like to be first off the line.
Good. Front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, or all wheel drive?
You know, that's a loaded question because it depends on the vehicle. I mean,
in the context of a sports car like you just described that's quick off the line and
well, you got your rear wheel and you could, you know, spin out your back end if it's too light. It depends. I was intrigued when you said that the BMW boasted that they had that more center of gravity in the vehicle.
The 50-50 weight distribution between the front and the rear.
You know, I never felt that in that car. It felt like a rear wheel because it still spun out in the back if you were not paying enough attention.
Oh, it definitely would cut that back end loose.
Yeah. So, I mean, but that can be fun if you're drifting or you're doing something where, like, you want it to be a little...
It was fun, except for the fact that that was my daily driver.
Yeah, that's not cool.
In central New Jersey, and when it would get icy, and you'd be at an intersection, especially if it was a slight uphill, and you'd go to start out, and the car would just move sideways instead of going forward.
So I think, like, in that case, you know, all-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive, anything I've driven all-wheel drive is kind of heavy.
More truck-like?
It feels heavy. So again, it depends on like what you're doing with the vehicle, whether you want, you know, rear wheel, and how it's designed too. Yeah, I think.
Admission: I have never driven an all-wheel drive sports-oriented vehicle. I've driven like 4x4s.
No, not Jeeps, even like Jeeps a truck or anything.
Well, yeah, Jeeps and trucks
that are all-wheel, right?
Yes, but I've never driven a sports car that's an all-wheel drive.
Now, isn't the Tesla an all-wheel? Yeah, I'd like to test drive one of those. I've never driven one, and I think that they sound interesting.
They don't make any sound at all. Just whoosh.
I meant sound interesting as specs, not sound.
You know, I have heard that they are blindingly fast, but when I said that some cars, the driving experience is you just point it, you step on a pedal and you steer, I was thinking of the Tesla. I've heard that they are just so blindingly fast, but the fact that they're all electric, there's very little feedback. There's very little...
I don't know that I'd like that. Like, those really silent cars, I don't think I'd like that.
Yeah.
Because I like to hear, and I like to hear what the engine's doing. I like to hear what everything is doing. I even like to hear my brakes. I mean, there's so many sounds that are kind of part of the whole experience.
It's visceral.
Yeah.
Last question.
Uh-oh.
If you can have any car right now, money no object, what car and what color?
You know, I thought I knew the answer to that one. And I think I changed. Like, I really love the McLaren, but the GT.
Ford GT.
That's matte black with the matte wheels. With the stripes.
She wants a stealth plane in the form
think
of a
that
Ford,
was just
Ford GT.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
That was hot. That was really hot.
You said you'd want that car.
But that, again, that's a visual experience. Driving it, if it drove anywhere kind of nice and tight like the Mustang, which I'm sure it does, it's probably pretty hot. I'd like to test drive that.
Yeah, I've heard it's like sitting actually on the road. And you can't get much lower down than just sitting on the road.
I think I'd like that. So, all right, I might go away from the McLaren and more towards the GT. And that's probably because I drove the Mustang and I actually liked it. And I did not think I was going to like it.
Okay, guys. Well, Sarah, thank you. You've heard it here first. Please support my channel because apparently we have some big cars that might be coming up. Should we get the McLaren and get the Ford GT so we can compare the two?
I'll race you.
Oh, that sounds good. I'll race you in my Ford GT convertible. My Mustang GT convertible.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
I still want that stealth look, and the new Mustang you got is anything but stealth.
Yes, I hear you. It screams party.
Red.
All right, speaking of party, we're going to go and get some water ice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the video. And if you have any suggestions for upcoming videos, leave them in the comments below.
I fixed it.